Hi guys, my name is Six to Score. They call me Rabbi Raboni, the unshockable shocker. This is Bread of Life. We all have seen what happened a few days ago, and we've been all catching cruise with the story of the guy who was killed by his side chick. But we are playfully, learning different lessons from the whole scene or scenario. If it was the other way around, maybe a guy killed his girlfriend, we follow hear word. Everybody, women will be out, feminists will be out, roaring up and down like roaring lions, looking for someone to devour. You understand? But we're going to stand up to them strong in faith. First Peter chapter 5, verse 8 and 9. If it was the other way around, women would not be singing and protect our women, protect our women, protect our women, protect our girls. Yes, we're going to protect our girls, we're going to protect our women, but let's try to be objective at times. That's number one. Number two, we all have seen what's happening, and after what's happening or during what's happening, we've seen women come out to shout, men have self-control, have self-control, have self-control. Women say men should have self-control, but ask yourself, you as a woman, do you have self-control? Do you, when it comes to a man who has money? When last did you say no to a guy that asked you to send your account number to him? When last did you say you have a boyfriend when you met a guy who is so rich, richer than your boyfriend? Yeah, some even married women deny their husbands when they meet a guy who is richer. So self-control, it goes either ways. Yeah, the guys should have self-control outrightly. Also, the women should also have self-control when it comes to guys who have money. Every lady is praying for a lavish boyfriend. When have you seen a girl tell her lavish boyfriend or her Bitcoin rich boyfriend not to send her money or to stop sending her money? So it goes either ways. That's number two. Now, number three, the cracker. Men are polygamous in nature. Yes, men are polygamous in nature. Maybe this is why my daughter, Blessing, CEO, Okoro Blessing in Kiruka, is doing a 2-day program telling her fans to register for a seminar about how to stay with a cheating husband. Yeah, don't get her wrong. Don't fight her. She knows what she's saying. She's one of the few women who have sense. Like, she knows what she has a high IQ. Like, she's a queen. Trust me. So she knows what she's saying. Now, it's in the nature of men to be polygamous, to cheat, to want different women. Now, there are two different things. We have nature, we have decision. Now, your man can decide not to cheat. Now, it doesn't mean that it's his nature. He can decide not to cheat. Yeah, he can decide not to get married. Yeah, so men decide not to get married. That's why we have reverend fathers and reverend sisters. So men decide not to get married. Understand? But it's in the nature of man to want sex. It's the nature of man. Now, man is a generic term here, both male and female. Now, it's in the nature of human beings to want sex, sleep, food, and personal waste and other things. It's in the nature of man. So that's it. So now, nature is that thing which you are born to do. Nature is that thing which you are born to do. So you can do away with it. Now you can decide not to do some things. That's different. You can decide to do prayer and fasting and not eat. That means you are keeping away food. Not as if it's not in your nature to eat. You can decide not to sleep and do night vigil or study throughout the night. But it's in your nature to sleep. So let's get the difference. Yes, animals, carnivorous animals, it's in their nature to kill. It's not in the human being's nature to kill. It's not in the human being's nature to steal. That's why when our political and religious leaders steal, it affects all of us. But it's because it's not in a human being's nature to steal. It's in herbivorous animals like goats. It's in their nature to kill too. But they don't kill animals this time. They kill grasses, actually. Understand? So it's in our nature also to kill, but not to kill human beings, but maybe to kill animals for food. So get a difference between nature and your decision or will or right to choose between things. So just get a difference. Now, the man and the woman are wired differently. Now, we are the same as human beings, but we are different physically psychologically, emotionally, and otherwise. Yeah, okay, let me tell you. When last did you see a guy calling his fellow guy my honey, my sweetheart, my sugar, my darling? When did you see that happening? When last did you see a guy pecking his fellow guy? Mm, pecking his fellow guy. No, but women do that. When last did you see a guy? Did you see guys playing with different body parts? Touching each other in sensitive areas, their bodies and all that. No, but girls do that playfully. So that's it. When last did you see a guy? Okay, when guys quarrel, have issues, they reconcile immediately. When girls have issues, it can go on for years, till eternity. This shows that the man and the woman are different, very different. Now, when guys go on vacation, what happened? What happens? When do they go to lick ice cream and watch movies as women do? No. Most of the times, when men go on vacation, they go with guardian angels. You know, guardian angels, lest they strike their foot against the stone, just like in Psalm 91, verse 12, if you understand what I mean. Understand? So the man and the woman are quite different. Now, if a woman has money, she says she doesn't need a man. But if a man has money, he needs more women. To show you that different things, the same thing, or the same things happen or affect different genders differently, not the same way. So let's get the difference. So now it's the nature of men to have more, to want more women, but your man can decide not to have more women. Understand? He can decide. It's not force. He can decide not to have, but it's not as if it's his nature. Now, this is our culture. Polygamy is our culture. Now, we threw away our culture and accepted the culture of the whites. Totally. Culture, tradition. Now, China and India were also colonized, like Nigeria, by the same Britain. What did they do? They took the things they wanted to take and kept their traditions and culture and all that. If you go to China and go to India, you see a whole lot of their culture in place. They didn't throw them away. But what do? We throw away our culture and we now accepted two big religions. And, we got confused along the line. In those days, during polygamy, there was no much need for side chicks. If a man sees a younger girl whom he likes, he goes to marry. He goes with his wife and the family members to marry her, pays her bride price, and marries her. But right now, since we've taken the white man's religion of one man, one wife, it's fine. But we've seen that it's affecting us in the long run. It's affecting us every day. Okay, if we say fine, let's go back to polygamy. You women will also kick against it. Yeah, because every woman wants her woman to herself. Me, myself, and I. Me, my man, and I. My Prince Charming, my ride or die, my all that and all that. So it's not going to work again. But this is the cost of removing or replacing our culture with someone else's culture. So that's it. Well, we cannot do anything about it than to accept it the way it is. Now, as a lady, just look for a man that will love you and take care of you. Yeah, a man can cheat on you, but still loves you. It's true. It's true. Let's not be hypocritical about this. This is not Bible now. This is not a man will leave his wife and belong to his wife. A man will leave his father and mother and ekekere wakere ha oke na nne. Understand? Ya mere nwoke gị hapụ nne na nne ya garapara na ahụ nwaanyị ha ma bụ ga-awụzi otu. This is not that scripture verse now. This is real nature now. This is real nature. So just look for a guy that's going to love you for whom you are. That's going to love you and take care of you. Yeah, because if you keep looking for someone who's not going to cheat on you, a man that's not going to cheat on you, it's going to be difficult. Trust me. Why? Because 99.9% of men, married men, have side chicks. Like it's so pure, have side chicks. The remaining 0.1 that don't have side chicks are those who are broke. Yes. When a man is broke, it affects his libido. It affects how he, responds to, it affects him. Understand? But when a man is having it, his libido rises. So that's different. That's his nature. Have we forgotten our primary school or junior secondary school biology? The characteristics of a living thing. Mr. Ninja D, Mr. MR, movement, respiration. Niger, nutrition, irritability, that is response to stimulus, growth, excretion, reproduction, and the D is death. So that's it. It is nature. Understand? So if you keep looking for that man that will not cheat on you, you search and search and search and search forever. So just look for a man who's going to love you and take care of you. Who's going to love you and take care of you. That's the most important thing. Because if we keep finding like this, you go stay for house. You no go see husband marry. But some people say no go still see husband marry. But even if you no see husband marry, you no go kill yourself. Onya ajuraju anaha ajonwe. But if you marry your husband and he cheats, now listen, every woman has the right to leave a cheating man. If your man cheats, you have the right to leave him. You mustn't die in the relationship because nobody's asking you to stay when your man cheats. If you're not comfortable with his cheating habits, you leave. You leave. But don't stay and kill him. Please. And don't cheat back. Biko, don't cheat back. This is a summary. Thanks and God bless. Bye. Take care.